Hello everybody, my name is Ethan. Welcome back to the Go Battle League, where today we are jumping into the Hisui Cup, which is a new cup in Go Battle League. It's very similar to the Sinnoh Cup that was featured earlier this year. I'm going to be running a team of Drapion, Toxicroak, and Froslass. All their traditional movesets, nothing interesting or quirky about this team. We didn't run into any Hisui Pokemon throughout this battles today. Just a forewarning, you probably won't run into it very regular. The Hisui Pokemon are not that good. The only one that's a little good is going to be Hisui and Voltorb, or Electrode, sorry. That's going to be the one that's to look out for. But other than that, it's going to be pretty much Sinnoh Cup, Sinnoh Cup, Sinnoh Cup, all the Pokemon from Sinnoh. And so I'm running an ABA style team with Drapion and Froslass being those A's, and then of course Toxicroak being that B. Now Toxicroak obviously beats the Bastiodon and the Lucario matchups that are pretty prevalent in this meta, and you'll see those picks a lot. I don't actually think you'll see a Lucario battle in today's video, but be sure to know that there will be a Lucario in your battles somewhere, right? So we are hopping kind of midway into this match here. We got a very interesting one. Here's the scary thing about Froslass. It can just simply roll your team. It is one that is quite scary. And I definitely should have built up to the Sludge Bomb here, because as you can see, they're going to survive on 1 HP and most likely have the back-to-back avalanches here. They're going to actually Shadow Ball, which made me think I might be able to sneak one through, but alas, they're going to have an avalanche here. You can save a Shadow Ball and an avalanche. That's pretty good information to know, probably. Having into the next one, though, we are met with a Toxicroak, the Dream Lead here. You're going to see a lot of Toxicroak. It's one of the best counter users. I think it's pretty much one of the only two, besides Lucario. And it has a great matchup, or our Drapion has a great matchup into Lucario. So we're going to end up just automatically throwing this Mud Bomb. I think that if they shield this, I'll get a shield. If they don't, I'm going to get the Pokemon they end up shielding. Now, in fact, I believe the Mud Bomb is only going to do about 55 to 60% of the Drapion's health. So you got to watch out for that. It's not going to get one shot by the Mud Bomb with anything, because obviously it's not stab and it's not the most damaging move, but it still does very good damage. Going to farm up just a little bit here and go for the Mud Bomb. This is a very good match. These Poison Stings will do 0 damage, and the traditional moveset of Crunch and Sludge Bomb, you really have nothing that'll pressure Toxicroak. But a lot of people are running Aqua Tail in this cup. They're going to bring in a Leafeon, which is a very interesting and awesome pick that I love to see. But it is running, I think this is either Scratch, maybe Quick Attack. I think it's Quick Attack that they're running on this one, which is not the best move, because obviously its Community Day move is Bullet Seed. So you're definitely going to be wanting to run Bullet Seed. You're going to get to those Leaf Blades really, really quickly. But instead, yeah, they're running, I don't know what fast move it is. It's a normal type fast move. There's like 100 of them, I feel like. They're going to throw the Leaf Blade. Definitely not going to do enough damage here. We're going to go for the Icy Wind. We get a couple of notifications there. No big deal. And we're going to be throwing the Icy Wind, taking out the Leafeon. Going to go 1-1 in the series so far now, and hop in against Felix here. And they're going to be leading Froslass into my Drapion. Pretty negative lead here, just because the Powder Snows are definitely going to add up, and they're going to outpace us to pretty much every charge move here. We are going to sneak that Hex through a little bit, so they definitely could have timed that better, throwing one more Powder Snow and then throwing the ability. But we're going to go for the bait with the Icy Wind here. Icy Wind's going to allow us to get the shield there, but also debuff their attack. Now, they're also going to be able to, again, outpace us to the Avalanche. That's the only stinky part about Drapion, having that flying typing. It's going to get outpaced to a lot of things. I decided to just go for the Shadow Ball here, hoping that they do not shield, because obviously Icy Wind would not take out this Froslass here. And I was thinking that I was going to get it to it, but if you can see, it was that close to the next one, which was very unfortunate here. And we're going to be able to be taken out there, but Froslass has 0 energy, so we're going to be able to farm it down with the counters. And whatever comes in is going to have to face Mud Bomb. We're very close to Mud Bomb, just 1 counter away. They are going to bring in their own Toxicroak here, and they're going to decide to try and catch, but I held onto it. Very good fast move. Discipline there, or charge move throwing discipline, which is very good to have. They're going to throw the energy ball, and actually Froslass tanks this pretty well. It only does about 60%, which is nice. And I think the smart idea here is to only go for or make sure I get up to the back-to-back here, so that I could pressure with another thing, because the last thing I would want is that Toxicroak getting a little too much energy and winning this match. So I'm actually just one away from the Avalanche. That is so sad. We are going to be able to throw this Mud Bomb here, which is going to be doing super effective damage, but it's not quite enough to take out. It does about 80% health to a Toxicroak. Fortunately, they did not reach another Mud Bomb, and we were able to reach ours before they did theirs, and we win that match. 2-1 in the series now, so we're going to be going against Jabroni 101. Drapion lead is a little bit bad of a lead here, but it does have an interesting fast move. As you can see here, it has Ice Fang. Very, very unique fast move. Not going to see a lot of those. You're definitely going to see a lot of more Poison Fangs, maybe a couple of Bite users. We're going to have a 10% battery. We're going to swap in our Toxicroak to farm up a little bit on that Drapion before they swap in their own Froslass. I'm going to be just going for the Mud Bombs because they are neutral. And you can see here, these counters are actually chunking, and Froslass is one of the hardest things for my team to deal with. So I am going to be spending a shield so I can do a little bit more damage to this Froslass here before I have to eventually put in another Pokemon. They're going to end up shielding there, so we do get a shield. And at this point, it's a question mark whether or not we shield or not. I do opt to shield here because I'm able to counter down this Froslass here. Again, these counter damages are doing such good neutral damage. They're going to swap in a Toxicroak here. Only have really enough energy for one Mud Bomb, but that is still going to do 80% health. They opt to shield it. Good shield from them, but we're able to swap in our Drifblim there. Unfortunately, they make a very, very good sack swap here, or a swap and throw energy into the Drapion here. The only unfortunate part, because we have a double ghost type, the Toxicroak not going to be able to pressure us too much, so we're going to throw right away with the Avalanche here to take out the Drapion, because it's got obviously Crunch that would do a ton of damage to us. So we end up CMP tying here. They're only going to be able to throw the Mud Bomb or the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb does come through. It's not enough, not very effective damage to take us out. And so we'll throw the Avalanche here. Avalanche going to be doing a ton of neutral damage and winning us that match. Well, we're up 3-1 in the series now, and we're going against a mirror match Drifblim here. It can be a little bit scary, but they decide to swap out, and I swap into a Toxicroak, which is a very good matchup against Drapion. We do get a little bit of lag here, but that is fine. The recording lagged just a little bit there. Hopefully everything is all right now, though. We're going to be throwing the Mud Bomb against this guy, and he's actually going to go unshielded. That does a decent chunk again to this Drapion, which is going to throw another Aqua Tail. And we are going to be able to flip the mid-match here. They're going to be swapping back in a Drifblim, and I'm just going to be going for the Sludge Bomb. It's a stab move. It's not very effective, but it's going to do a decent little chunk to the Drifblim that doesn't have the highest defenses in the game. Drifblim's pretty interesting. It just has a ton of HP. Not the best defenses, but again, just a ton of HP. Going to sneak a Hex through. That is a pretty good little sneak there. Again, we always get that extra charge move, or extra fast move nowadays. They did try and swap, I believe, or they tried to throw us another charge move because they did not get another one through. They were going to swap in a Bastiodon, and this is one of the core breakers for my team, right? Obviously, we want Toxicroak aligned with that Bastiodon, but if they are running a Dark with the Bastiodon, it's a little bit brutal on what we have to kind of pick our poison on one. The only win con I could definitely see here is sacking the Froslass against the Drapion, because Froslass has definitely a better matchup than Drifblim against a Dark type, just because it's able to hit for avalanches, which is super effective, obviously. Or stab avalanches, not super effective, sorry. And they're going to be able to get to another Stone Edge here, which is definitely going to pressure our last shield. This match is a lot closer than I thought it would be. They're swapping in their Drifblim here, and it's all going to depend on if I'm going to be able to get to this next Shadow Ball. I believe this is going to be in Shadow Ball range, maybe just a little outside of it. We get farmed down. That's all for the battles today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.